everyone, this is Deb with thesocialbutterfly.ca. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in with me today. Today I'm going to talk to you about my March sewing plans and how they correlate to my 2017 sewing goals, which I haven't vlogged about because this is actually my first vlog, so welcome. Normally I blog, and I took a break from blogging for several years, and I've just started again, and I thought, you know what, I really enjoy watching people's YouTube channels while I'm sewing. I find it very inspirational. And so I decided maybe it's time to start vlogging. I find with blogging, it's a lot of fun, but you have to take a lot of photos and put down a lot of words to show a technique that you're doing. I just find that you can get a lot more across in person. So welcome to my channel. I'm so excited about this. So I'm just going to jump right in and talk about my 2017 sewing goals. And so what I decided this year was to get on the ready-to-wear fast train that everybody seems to have been on for several years now. So I'm a little bit late, but better late than never. So in 2017, my goal is to sew all my clothing with the exception of two rules. One is bras, because I'm not really there yet with sewing bras. I'm not really actually that interested. I do have some Craftsy courses downloaded and looking forward to starting those eventually, but I have so many other things on my sewing roster right now, so bras wasn't on the radar for this year, and maybe next year that'll be part of my 2018 goals. So bras I can purchase, and technical wear. So we live in the west side of Canada. In Alberta, it's pretty chilly, and we have pretty unstable weather here, and so because I'm now working a job that's quite close to home, the plan is to start cycling to work, and I wanted to make sure that I had really good gear for that, just in case it's raining or snowing or whatever you wake up to, because honest to God, in this city you can wake up to absolutely anything, and you can leave work at minus 15 Celsius leave your house at minus 15 Celsius and then leave work 5 hours later and it's plus 20 Celsius. So we get these real swings in our weather. And so yes, I wasn't going to put any pressure on myself to sew technical wear just because the fabric's really expensive, and honestly, yeah, not this year. I'm going to work on everything else. So my theme for March is going to be dresses. So what I've been trying to do since I started this ready-to-wear fast is have a theme each month. January was just basics, so I made a couple basics. I really didn't make that much anyways because the holidays were so busy that I really just needed some downtime. And I had a job that I was commissioned to do as well, so I just didn't really get a lot of sewing done. In February, my theme was tops, and I did really good with that. I'm excited. I'm going to do a February review of everything that I made coming up here in the next few days. Yes, February was tops. So March is going to be dresses, and I really need dresses because I've just returned to work about 6 months ago. I took a bit of a hiatus, increased the size of my studio downstairs in our home, and started teaching group lessons, and that was fun. I did that for about a year. I did private lessons for years, but I did the group lessons for about a year. Our house really isn't set up for it because to access my studio, you have to come in that front door, walk through the house, and then behind these kitchen cabinets is the door to go down into the basement. So having people coming in and out of the house constantly through my home was very stressful because I really like to keep my house very tidy, and especially if I've got people coming over, so I was always worried that it was never clean enough. And we also live on a crescent, so we have like literally off the roadway garage or driveway. There's no parking at all. So once the first two students would show up and park in the driveway, there was nowhere else for people to park. So that also was stressful. So I decided I'm going to go back to just private one-on-one teaching, and I got a job, and it's awesome because it's 4 hours a day and it's 5 minutes drive from my work or about a 15-minute bike ride, and it's perfect. So it gives me tons of time to sew. I have lots of time to meet my private students in the afternoons and in the evenings and on the weekends. And but that was a long story to tell you that when I left my last office job, I worked in office 21 years, I thought it would be a really good idea to just donate everything because I did not want to go back to office work. And in reality, after some soul searching, what I didn't want to go back to was downtown corporate work. So what I'm doing now is very relaxed. I work with seniors. They're so lovely. So I can't complain. I absolutely love it. I have the most amazing boss in the world. She's so wonderful. And so I don't see myself leaving there for a while, but I have no clothes left because I literally gave them all away to charity. So I kept yoga pants, jeans, and hoodies essentially because that's what I was spending my days in teaching. So now I'm trying to replenish my work clothing. So I thought for March's theme, dresses was such a good idea because I really need some work clothes, and eventually spring will happen, or I'm going to need some nice workwear that's not sweaters and like pants. So for March, I'm going to share with you the things that I'm planning on making. I haven't set a goal for too many items. I know I'm going to make more than what I'm setting my goal at, but I hate to set myself up for failure too. I haven't set myself too big of a goal this month just because I have been commissioned to do a job for a very special family member of ours, and I want that to be my priority this month. So I'm not sure how long that's going to take. And I may share that with you guys. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But that's going to be my priority. So once I get that taken care of, I'm going to really focus on my goal of dresses. And I picked 3. It was really hard to pick 3, but I made myself stick to 3 dresses. So I picked 3 dresses, and I'll show them to you. The first one is the absolutely wonderful Sew Over It's Ultimate Shift Dress, which I think everybody in the sewing community has made but me. So I have this pattern. The reason I have this pattern is because my daughter, my 18-year-old daughter, loves the look of a shift dress, and she really wants me to show her how to make one, which I'm very excited about because for the last 18 years she has shown no interest in sewing, nor has my other daughter. And so it makes me very, very happy that one of my kids has finally approached me and asked me to teach them to sew. So we're going to start with the ultimate shift dress, and I'm going to get her to help me sew the muslin for it so I can show her 2 things. I can show her how to muslin something, and also she'll learn some of the techniques and get comfortable with the machine before we jump into the fabric. But I thought, since I'm going to make it for her, I might as well make it for myself, and then we can be down in the studio together sewing because my studio is set up for groups of people. So it's easy for 2 people to be down there sewing. I've got several machines and sergers and big cutting tables, and so it'll be a lot of fun actually. I'm really looking forward to that. So I'm going to make the shift dress for her and myself, and hopefully you're not getting a glare because I'm sitting in front of the window, and it's, despite how cold it is in the city, it's always sunny. Like, it's the sunniest city in Canada, I believe. But yeah, so I'm going to make the purple view. You can see with the 3/4 length sleeve. I think those are, yeah, about 3/4. And I have picked 2 fabrics. So I'm planning on making 2 for myself for this. This fabric here is some kind of a rayon blend. Honestly, this was in my stash. So was this other one that I'm going to show you. I have no idea exactly what's in it, but I know there's rayon in it for sure, and it's got a really nice stretch to it. I just finished making a top for it in my February sewing tops theme, and I love it, and I've had several compliments already, and it just drapes so beautifully. So I absolutely love it, and I love the color, and I don't know if it's going to come through on the screen, but it's this beautiful, cool, bluey purple color mixed with like a peachy pink, and then the outline you can see is black, and then there's a little shadow all around it in grays. So it's so pretty, and it's just so drapey, and I think it's a really good color for me. Actually, the design goes like that. So I think it really suits me. I'm trying to find colors that suit me, right? Because sometimes I just buy stuff because it's on sale, and I don't actually pay attention to the color, and I've got to stop doing that. So I'm really excited. I think this is going to make a beautiful shift dress. I am going to go a little bit shorter in the hem than I typically would, but I'm hoping that I'm going to wear this with tights. So I'm kind of at this age now. I'm turning 46, and I'm trying to learn what's still appropriate as far as dressing rules, right? So I really struggle with hemlines, especially with skirts and dresses, because I'm not sure if it's appropriate for my age anymore. I don't know. Anyways, so I think I'm going to make this one shorter, and I'm just going to wear it with tights if it just feels not appropriate. And then, of course, I'll wear it on the weekends and to family events without, because I don't care about that. It's just at work. And then I have this fabric, which was also in my stash, and also definitely a rayon blend of some kind, with also another beautiful stretch to it. Gorgeous, gorgeous drape, really soft, just beautiful. It's kind of it's almost like somebody took teal and navy blue and mixed them together. On the screen it looks more blue, but there's actually quite a bit of green in it. And then it has these kind of creamy colored, I don't know if those are flowers. And then there's like a little kind of mustardy yellow center into them. And again, I think that's a good color for me. So I'm kind of excited about that one. I think it looks good. So those are for my shift dresses. And then moving on, I thought this would be an awesome staple piece for my wardrobe. So I've made several fit and flare dresses, and you know, I usually don't end up liking them. And I think it's because I make them so fitted that I feel uncomfortable by like 2 in the afternoon, right? After lunch. So I'm going to make another fit and flare dress, but I'm going to try and, you know, just give myself maybe another inch of wearing ease than I normally would. Because it's, you know, it's one thing to be sitting in your sewing room and trying things on, and, you know, you keep wanting to cinch them in and make them fit you like a glove. But then when you're actually wearing it out in real life and you go for a lunch date, you know, by the second beer, and after you finished your carby lunch, you don't want that dress on anymore. So I'm trying to give myself some more wearing ease in this one. But I love this dress. This is McCall's 7536. I just picked this up. And the thing I love about this dress is you can see that there is 2 different necklines, which could easily be created into about 4 different necklines. So I actually have a fit and flare dress that is princess seamed like this downstairs with a sweetheart neckline. So once I get this one fitting properly, I'm just going to use the pattern piece of the other one to redraft a sweetheart neckline. So my goal is to get the bodice to fit really, really well, and then make several variations using the various skirts. So this one, if I show you the line drawings, you can see there is just a A-line type of skirt. We've got a gathered skirt, and then there's box pleated skirt. So there's a lot of variety in this pattern. So my goal is just to get this one to fit me awesome, and like awesome for real life every day. So something I can wear out, go for lunch, not feel like I'm busting out of by 2. So that is my goal, and I did pick up this super cheap cotton, but I just loved it, and I haven't even ironed it. It just came out of the dryer, and I haven't ironed it yet. But it's got this big flower print on it, and it's kind of like little sort of various kind of browns and cream colors sort of modeled through there. But then you've got these big flowers, and then these little flowers are like almost like a grayish blue. And then all the centers of these little flowers and the outline and these little flowers here are actually gold embossed. So I thought that looked so pretty. This is less, I don't know what you guys think. This color is probably less me. I should have, you know, if they had something, I'm a sucker for pinks. So if they had something more pinkish, I probably would have picked it. But I just fell in love with the print. Look how beautiful that is. So yeah, I'm going to make the fit and flare dress out of that. And it is just like seriously, it came out of the quilt cotton section. So it's a cotton, but it actually has a decent amount of stretch in it. So I think that'll be really good. And then lastly, the dress that I chose for my last goal project, for my March goal, is this McCall's 7464 here. I'll just hold that up so you can see. And the thing I am loving about this dress is those side panels, especially the gray one with the darker side panel. I'm really short. I'm 5'2", and unfortunately, all of my height is in my legs. So I have a super short torso. My bust point to my natural waist is like 4.5 inches or 5 inches. It's really short. So I really struggle with some dresses because where the waistline hits, like the fit and flare, this is the problem with the fit and flare, is the waistline's going to hit at my natural waist because I'm going to make sure that it does, just so it fits properly. But because my waist, I'm so short in the torso, it just emphasizes that short waist when you have a seam line there. So I'm going to try and love that fit and flare dress, but I know I'm going to love this one because of that side panel. Even though I'm shorter, I think that having that darker side panel is really going to create some nice silhouette, and it's also going to give me the illusion of curves because even besides being short, I'm pretty much straight. So busty and straight waist, like the tiniest little dip. That's it. So it's really hard for me to fit dresses and feel comfortable in them, which is probably why I tend to gravitate towards sewing skirts and tops and wear jeans and yoga pants. Anyway, so that's it for March. I'm really excited about my March goal because I do need work clothes, and I don't know. I like dresses. Dresses are so pretty. When I was working downtown in oil and gas, that's all I wore was dresses, but they were more like shift variety so that they weren't attracting attention to my waist. But I'm going to try and make more dresses, and I'm super excited about that. And I am going to do a review of what I did in February for my tops. I had pretty good success. I have a few things, small details that I need to finish up on those before I review them. And I will update my blog site, thesocialbutterfly.ca, which I will attach in the links below, and put the links to the individual reviews in there as well. So thank you so much for tuning in. I'm really excited to come to you hopefully once a week with a new video, and I'm also going to be trying to do some tutorials because a lot of my previous students have asked for that, and so I'm going to think about some of the questions that used to crop up all the time in my Sewing 101 class and throw some tutorials up online for people so that they can see like video tutorials so that they can watch a process like how to put in an invisible zip, or you know, the one piece, you know, neck and arm facing or something like that. Just things that always came up. So anyways, I'm glad that you tuned in, and I'm really excited for the next video, and I'm excited to make a connection to a lot of you. I have been watching all of your videos for a very long time, and I'm excited to just make a connection with all of you out there in the sewing community. So have a good day.